same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, either way. Good, I'll move on. That's a bit
I think
louder.
this is my least favorite title screen. This ain't about Joey's portrait.
At least the art looks more consistent.
You mean his face is all
Sure.
wrong?
Yeah.
His weird, like, upturned nose.
Yeah, that's.
It doesn't look right.
I do. I do love that, like, Joey's voice actor basically has a stable paycheck, considering Wajidai is just like.
Yeah, he's in everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, we got a new game here. Here's your character, but my friend. Here's your lines.
Come on, let's get going.
I don't remember
It's
where I'm
about
supposed to go or what I'm
time.
supposed to do.
Wajidai, please hire me to say one line in every game. And that line is, "This is my only line."
No, it's I'm walking here.
I mean, all these games take place in New York. Even Primordio is in New York. Just decayed New York.
Nice mug.
Uh-huh.
What's written on it?
Mind your own business.
What is that
Could
accent?
I ask you?
And who?
Rosangela Blackwell. Nice to meet you.
Why do you want to talk to me?
Oh, Los Angeles voice
What the
actress has
fuck?
gotten better.
Well, see you around.
This guy's
Uh-huh.
voice actor, what the... It's like he's speaking into, like, a paper cup or something, and
The
that's,
mug has
you know,
a
over the...
company logo on
instead
it.
of directly into
It
the mic.
says Gold Tech? No idea what that is.
What was the last thing we did?
Fuck if I know!
Didn't the dude get murdered?
Yep.
Right.
Oh, this is where the game gets. This is where the series
in.
starts to get wild, right?
Just give it a bit.
Oh, hello. Again? Have you ever heard of a reporter named Joseph Mitchell? Sorry, no. What do you know about the Meltzer Foundation?
Why? Are you looking for a loan?
Maybe. You deal with them?
They invested in our last film.
Water Under the Bridge?
That's the one.
I assume they got their money back since the film was such a success.
Not that it's any of your business, but yes, they did.
I have
I'd like to know the truth about Frank's
info
death.
when I
What do you
found
mean?
it, so
I
if
told
you
you everything I know.
Not
need
everything.
the assistance.
He didn't have a heart attack, did he?
Oh, I love seeing sweat on a pretty girl's brow.
Look, I gave my statement. I don't see why I should tell you anything.
Pass a charisma check to convince her to speak.
Monique, I'm a writer. We like to exaggerate the truth sometimes.
Yes, what are you getting at?
Let's say I wanted to embellish Frank's story. That instead of dying of a heart attack, he may be choked to death under mysterious circumstances.
Rosangela, Frank died of a heart attack. He didn't choke to death.
Are you sure?
Positive. If he mysteriously choked to death, and the press got wind of it, the scandal would ruin this company. It's much easier to tell the press that he died of a heart attack. He had no close family, he had no close friends to speak of. Nobody loses. I trust we understand each other, and I won't have to call my lawyer.
Fuck yeah!
Leave it, kid.
Your prized
You don't want a legal
actor.
battle.
No, I have all the information I need.
Later, fucko.
Cute cat.
Thanks.
Sweet cat
but
over
she's
there.
not mine. She was just between you and me. She's
She's
for the chat,
lovely.
Sure.
It's the door to Monique.
I accidentally looked at the door. It's me, the fool.
Mm-hmm.
That's the door to my...
Wait, Goldwater.
Barry Goldwater.
It's the front. Let's go.
It's about time.
It's the elevator. He's drinking from a coffee mug. It's got something written on it, but I can't see it from
You know,
here.
I think that mug is empty at this point. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Call it a hunch.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Marty Goldwater?
Yeah, who are you?
Rosangela Blackwell.
What do you want?
Your son. I heard what happened.
You knew my boy?
No, but I'm looking into it.
You with the police?
No, but I'm sort of freelance.
Well, you can't do any worse than those worthless cops have. So sure, be whatever you want.
Ah, I see. He too.
He understands. All
Yeah.
cops are bad.
Anything unusual?
I'm wondering if anything unusual happened here.
Unusual like...
Just anything.
I've got nothing to say to you.
How exactly was he
Do
killed?
we have anything?
The newspaper didn't say.
His neck was crushed. They said he was choked. But there were no bruises on his neck. I never heard of anything like it.
Crushed.
Yeah,
Do you have any theories of your own?
course I do. It was his rival company that did it. Lazarus Technology. They did it, but I can't prove it.
Hmm.
Why do you think this other company is involved?
Look, my boy was a genius. He ran a medical technology firm not far from here as one of their chief researchers. He was making a device that can improve the efficiency of pacemakers. A real breakthrough, he said. But this other firm, Lazarus, was working on the same thing. It was a real race to see who'd finish it first. He didn't eat, he hardly slept, he poured his life into his work. Then one night he called me to say he had finished. He wanted to celebrate. That was the last time I talked to him.
He was killed that night?
Yes, and a few days later the device was registered by Lazarus. No justice, none at all.
Have you ever heard of the Meltzer Foundation?
No, I haven't.
Have you ever heard of a man named Joe Gould?
You mean Professor Siegel?
You've heard of him.
Sure I did. Back in the day, you'd always see him wandering the West Village. Must have been, 50 years ago. I was a young man then. He called himself Professor Siegel. If you gave him $1, he'd recite poetry in Seagull language.
For real.
Who knows?
Beautiful.
It was a laugh. New York was full of people like that in those days. Times sure have changed.
New York used to be interesting.
Do you know anything about
Now
Frank
it's just
Lyons,
gray
the
and
actor?
horrible.
The dead actor? Who isn't familiar with him these days? I saw the movie. Don't know what all the fuss was about.
Well, see you around.
Uh-huh.
So there was an important thing we got from them.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Lazarus Technology.
So what a terrible name.
Yeah.
Thank
Yep.
you for calling Lazarus Technologies. Please choose from the following options. For general information about Lazarus Technologies, press 1. To inquire about our products, press 2.
Lazarus
To speak to an operator,
Technologies.
press 3. Lazarus Technologies is the world's leader in biomedical and biomechanical engineering. We supply research and development to hospitals and clinics throughout the world. Lazarus Technologies is supported by a generous grant from the Meltzer Foundation.
A leader, you
If
say?
you would like to request a product catalog, please speak to a customer representative.
It's the front door. Come on, let's get going.
Hold your horses, will you? I'm coming.
Minor side note. You should go to the art gallery quick.
Yeah, that's right. Learn that everything's fucking sold out. Oops.
I don't think Josie would.
Hey, Josie, stop fucking
Hi,
moving.
Josie.
Rosangela, gosh, what a horrible night.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Poor Claude, I had no idea.
What do you mean?
Well, he killed himself, didn't he?
That's
he grumbled
the
a lot,
roommate
but
from
I
the
thought deep
first
down he
game,
liked
right?
the
Nope.
attention. Still, at least his
That
work
one
shall
followed
live
a
on.
restraining order against me.
Ah.
Can I ask you some
Keeping
more
the gallery
questions?
open.
I don't think so. I'm meeting.
You're keeping the gallery open?
Of course. Everything here is completely sold out.
Really?
That painting behind you? Yesterday, I couldn't give it away. Today, I'm being offered $5,000 for it.
That's horrible.
Did the side
That's
stream die?
business, I'm afraid.
Nope.
I feel
If
bad
I
for
tab out, it
Claude, but-
pauses.
Well, I have debts. I have investors to pay back.
Lucky for you, he died.
That's not fair. I've known Claude for years. I liked him a lot. He never felt his work would be seen by anybody, and now people believe his work has value. That's something, isn't it?
If you think so.
Well, don't you know the greatest thing?
The money.
The greatest thing an artist can do to their career is die.
Yeah,
Yes.
tragically,
What
preferably.
will you do with the money?
Yep.
Well, a percentage of it will go to my investors. As for the rest, I don't know. I could sponsor another artist like Claude, or I could give it to charity. I'll need to think about it.
Important information.
Bye,
Yep,
Josie.
this is
Good,
gonna be
sure.
relevant.
Bye.
And that's your own fault then. Basically, a bunch of people have been dying, and seems to be pointing back to this one foundation who keeps offering out basically free money,
Free cash.
just for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, me again.
Go right in.
I heard you were at the gallery last night.
Yes.
And you saw what happened?
Yes.
Wow. Just wow. What would possess a guy to do a thing like that, huh?
I
Ghosts.
Well, enough doom and gloom. What can I help you with?
It looks like the Park Gallery is going to be successful now.
Yes, Josie certainly has had her work cut out for her.
So do you. Her profits are your profits.
Yes, there is that.
And all it cost was one man's death.
Now that's unfair. What do you expect us to do? Give back the money? We're a private foundation. Money has to come in order for money to go out.
Someone died. Doesn't that bother you?
Sure, it bothers me. Death is a horrible thing. But I don't see what it has to do with us.
I heard that your foundation gave money to Lazarus Technologies.
Oh, yes. That was one of our first success stories.
Have you ever heard of a guy named John Goldwater?
No, sorry.
Do you want the order?
Do you know anything about Frank Lyons, the actor?
Of course. Can you believe it? A heart attack at his age. He looked healthy.
Have you ever heard of Joe
Ask
Gould
about
or the
Monique.
Joe Gould Fund?
No, sorry.
Monique told me that you invested in CubeStar Films.
Monique, oh yes, she's the executive producer, isn't she?
Yes.
She's doing a great job. That place is earning money hand over fist.
Do you know anything about Frank?
Of course, he looked.
Have you ever heard of a reporter named Joseph Mitchell?
That name sounds familiar.
He was a reporter for the New Yorker magazine.
Hey, that's it. Charlie used to work there. Hey, Charlie, did you know Joseph Mitchell?
Everyone knew him, Paul. He was a living legend.
A living legend. How about that?
Have you ever heard of a guy? I heard that your foundation.
Oh.
CubeStar Films became successful after Frank Lyons died.
Did they? I suppose they did.
That benefits you too, doesn't it?
Oh, I see where this is going.
2 men dead? That doesn't sound fishy to you.
Should it? What kind of men do you take us for? I have sympathy for that artist, but he was obviously unstable. And as for Frank Lyons, he died of natural causes. You'll need more evidence than that if you want to convince me of anything.
I learned something interesting about Lazarus Technologies. It rose to success on the shoulders of a murdered man.
That's a strong thing to say.
It's true. His company was an inch away from beating Lazarus, but then he was killed.
Even if this is true.
It is true. You can look it up.
Even still, I don't see how this is our fault.
Let me break it down for you, Paul. Frank Lyons dies, and CubeStar Films becomes successful overnight. Claude Erdin commits suicide, and now the Park Gallery is selling priceless works of art. John Goldwater dies, and Lazarus Technologies becomes rich and powerful. All these companies are represented by you. Don't you see how this looks?
It's amazing how
This
Lazarus
is
Technologies
a total
became
coincidence.
overnight one of the most
Is it?
successful
It is.
biomedical
I'll tell you
firms in
another
the
thing.
world.
I don't like these accusations. I think you should leave.
I am going to get to the bottom of this.
Maybe you will, but it has nothing to do with us. Now go, before I call the police.
Come on, let's blow and let him stew for a while.
Yeesh.
She's crazy.
Crazy with teeth. You gotta watch out for women like that, Scooter.
Scooter, you haven't called me that since we were kids.
Really? Maybe I should start calling you that again.
Whatever.
Stay put, kid. I'm gonna
Danny's
snoop
job.
around.
Learn secrets.
I learned so many secrets.
Boy, if I could touch it, these things.
You think we should call the police on her?
Why do you want to do that, Scooter?
In case she starts nosing around again.
If she noses around again, we'll call the police then, not before.
I can't touch it.
Hey, Scooter, do you have last week's earnings reports?
I gave them to you an hour ago.
You did? Ah, right. Thanks, Scooter.
I've done some research on that rabbi who came in last week.
How's he look, Scooter?
I think we'll have to politely decline.
Ah, too bad.
Is that a reference to the
These
Shiva?
things.
I would
way
imagine
beyond-
so.
Pretty sure
'cause
it
Hey,
is.
Scooter, how about I
They
give
take
a
place
tennis
in the
I don't think
same
It
so.
takes
universe.
place in
Suit
New
yourself.
York. Every New York is in the same universe. You can see Iron Man in the distance out through the window.
Yeah, you can also see
Okay.
several different
So
versions of
engrossed in
Spider-Man.
His book, he didn't even notice.
Mm-hmm.
Must be losing my
Oh,
touch.
yep, it's
I
Spider-Geddon
think we
time
should
now.
call the police on her.
Because
Why do you wanna do
stupid
that,
Doc Ock
Scooter?
Spider-Man
In case she
let
starts nosing around
let
again.
the
If she noses
inheritors
around
out
again,
of
we'll
their
call the
death
police
pit.
then, not
Hmm.
before.
They seem to be repeating. Tragic.
I feel like I'm missing
Hey,
something.
Scooter, do you have last week's earnings reports?
I gave them
You're
to you
not.
an hour ago.
You did?
Should I just leave
Ah,
then?
right. Thanks, Scooter.
Yeah. You want to know the secret?
Yeah.
Go log into Charles's
I picked this
email.
up at a some.
You heard his password.
Scooter.
Yeah.
that
What is it,
bothers
Charles M?
me.
Yep. Chails.
It's the new hotness.
Gmail.com.
Shit! God, fucking muscle memory.
Try all caps.
Charles doesn't get a lot of emails, it seems. There's just a bunch of names in his inbox. Frank Lyons, John Goldwater, Claude Erdin. Joey, look at this. It's like a hit list of everyone who was killed by the Countess.
So Charlie was writing about each of the victims. I knew there was something fishy about that place. Come on, let's go
I
back
can't
there
believe
and
that
talk to
people
him.
who work at the New
What on
York
earth do we
or
say?
Think
gain
of
the ability to
something, kid.
predict
History
people's
is repeating
deaths.
itself, and I don't... What was that?
It looks like
That
his
sounds
inbox
like
is
a
being
great
updated.
hook for like an urban fantasy game.
Fucking rip and piss my balls.
My name. That's my name.
That's
He's put
so...
out a spectral
Mess
hit
with
upon
us,
you.
Willie.
He just marked me. I'm next.
Look, don't worry. She might not come right away. We have time to plan.
Joke's on you, fucker.
You. You killed Claude. And the others.
I did not kill. I healed them.
Can it? We've heard this song before. Just back away, real slow-like.
I only want to help.
Ghost fight.
I think
Ghost
we've had
fight.
about enough of your
Ghost
help,
fight.
lady. Back off, kid. I'm ready this time.
I have to help her.
Ghost
Just
murder.
You
let
turned
me
your
help
back
her.
against her.
Oh,
him.
yeah?
Her. Words.
Help yourself
Brain.
to this.
Joey, are you all right?
Leave.
Pete, get out of here, will ya?
But doesn't he just...
You're supposed to leave.
Okay, I'll fuck off. And click R!
Wait,
Later, Joey. It's been a treat.
doesn't Joey like whiplash back to Los Angeles after a
Come
certain
on,
distance
come on,
anyway?
Come on! Stupid elevator. Must be stuck a few floors down.
Why don't you just take the fire escape?
Go to the trash room because you're trash.
It's where I
Where
belong.
is she?
The garbage.
She isn't far. I can sense her.
You think I'm telling you?
Where?
Well, I know for sure she's not through that door behind you.
Clever.
I have
Go
no
into
idea.
your room.
Scooby-Doo bullshit.
This is...
No place to go. I can't run away unless Joey comes with me, and Joey's the only thing holding her back. Come on, Rosa. Auntie did it 30 years ago, so can you. I wish you were here, Auntie. I really do.
That's far enough, sister.
Joey, leave it.
Leave it like hell.
Hey, look at this.
Check it.
Who? That's... I wanted to help her.
And look where it got you. You think anyone appreciates your help?
No. No!
Blow out that mic more, why don't you?
Like you do.
how...
I'm gonna get my
how did
ass
we-
up.
How did we end up here?
I have brought you here. You are safe now. I have saved you.
Saved me? What do you mean, saved me? What did you do? Joey, did she kill me? Am I dead?
I don't know. Lady, I suggest you start talking.
There is nothing to say. You are safe now, both of you.
My dear, you carry on so.
You. It's you. I've been looking for you for so long. Why did you leave me?
My poor host, you cast me out. You broke our bond. It's too late to repair it.
What? No. Why would I do that?
Your mind is so broken that you do not remember. My, you are a mess. You don't even know your own name, Countess, indeed. Regardless, it is time for this to end.
End? Is there an end?
For you, there can be, if you let me.
I trust you, Madeline. I always will trust you.
Rosangela Blackwell, Joseph Malone, it is a pleasure to finally meet you. I'm sorry it had to be under such unpleasant circumstances.
Unpleasant is right. Who are you?
My name is Madeline, and a long time ago, I was this poor soul's spirit guide. She corrupted our bond, and I'm afraid the damage to both of us was quite severe. Can you help us?
You seem quite happy
Can you help
about
us
that.
end this cycle of death?
Look, this is fishy as fuck.
As I said, my name is Madeline, and a long time ago, I was a spirit guide to the woman you know as the Countess. We were bonded, much like you and your guide are, but much has changed, and time is short. Will you help us?
I know you.
I have been trying to reach you in your dreams. At long last, I am able to manifest myself here, but time is short. Will you help us?
We've got some questions first.
Yes, I'm
Give
sure
me
you do.
lore.
Will you help us?
Yes, I'll help you. I don't have much choice. She's killed me.
Killed you? No. She left you quite unharmed. But regardless, there is no time to waste. Come with me. Now just relax.
Hey, what's the big idea? All right, you. Talk. Where are they?
The pattern. They're going to fix the pattern.
Talk sense, will ya?
The source. Cut off the source and the pattern will revert.
Why do I bother? Great. Trapped on another plane of existence with the Countess of Crazyville. They better know what they're doing.
So tired of this bullshit. Every goddamn day, day in, day out, this shit happens.
Hey, what happened? How did you do that?
This is where the link originates.
Link?
The bond between your Countess and her
50s.
hosts. Part of her is trapped here. You must remove it.
A 50s style diner.
For the umpteenth time, I have no money for your fund.
Show some pity. At least lend us a cigarette.
Ahem. I believe we got company.
Ah. Miss, could you perhaps spare a few dollars for the Joe Gould Fund?
Hello.
Hello, my name is Joseph Ferdinand Gould. I am graduate of Harvard Magna Cum Difficultate and chairman of the board of Wheel and Woe Incorporated. In exchange for a drink, I'll recite a poem, deliver a lecture, argue a point, or take off my shoes and imitate a seagull. I prefer gin, but beer will do.
I've been hearing a lot about you.
Colonel, you have high
My
standards
reputation
to live up
precedes
to.
me.
I already
I saw your
failed. I
portrait
hate
in
alcohol.
The Minetta. Yes, I'm quite famous there, you know.
I gathered.
It's all thanks to Mitchell, of course. The Joe Gould Fund filled its coffers nicely when he wrote his article.
What are you doing here?
I don't quite know myself. We've all got to be someplace. As I understand it, I was mentally linked to my old friend, the Countess. I wish I'd known. It explains everything that my work was trying to prove.
Yeah, his work, you know.
I have had many callings. I studied the seagulls of the world and learned their language. I spent months measuring the heads of 1,000 Chippewa Indians. But before I died, I was putting to paper the most important literary work known to man, the oral history of our time. It was a compilation of the conversations of the city, overheard in bars, subways, street corners, and diners. Put together and studied properly, it would have revolutionized everything.
How would it have revolutionized everything?
We were all connected, every single one of us. But how? Think of the ramifications if we found out.
It sounds like quite an undertaking.
It was my life's work.
How did you know the Countess?
We met in a diner like this one. We'd often spend a week or two walking along the docks to discuss seagulls. She had many interesting theories on seagull linguistics. Then, one day, she disappeared. But a link had already formed between us. It's everything my oral history was trying to prove, that we are all linked.
The Countess is killing people.
Murder? No. No, I refuse to believe that. She couldn't hurt a fly.
Oh boy. The
Why is
world
she called
revolves
the
around
Countess?
the law of
That's what she
sympathy.
chooses to call herself. Far be it for me to tell her otherwise.
The name doesn't seem strange to you?
When you lived a life like mine, you take people at face value. Who cares about names?
I
once
mean,
knew
have you
another
even
fellow without a name.
conversed with a
Called himself
seagull?
The Deacon.
The Deacon?
Oh, good.
You knew the Deacon.
See, this is where they
Yes,
start
he
trying to
was
string
this
shit
gloomy
together.
Career drunk. One summer night while sitting in a doorway of the Bowery, he caught the scent of sulfur. He looked up and saw the devil himself standing over him. Since that night he believed he lost his soul. Not the most charitable drinking companion, if I may say so.
No, he wouldn't be.
You knew him?
Sort of.
Fancy that.
What's your connection
Still,
to Joseph
still not gonna explain that whole
Mitch,
devil thing.
My
The
benefit.
Satan, yeah, no,
They
nope,
made me
never gonna
quite
explain that.
jealous, you know. But my goodwill only extends so far.
Why's that?
A cigarette. He has them. He won't give me one. It's demeaning to have to beg for one measly cigarette.
You want a cigarette?
Yes, I want a cigarette. It's a disgrace that I should have to beg for one.
I'd like to read the oral.
And I'd like you to, but I'm afraid it belongs to the ages now.
There was also the problem of it never existing in the first place.
Of course it existed, only not on paper. It was over 3 million words, 3 times the size of the Holy Bible. The work transcended mere parchment and ink.
What about those essays you published in the Dial?
A passing fancy, nothing more.
You wrote essays?
For the now defunct Dial magazine. I still have the originals. Do you want to see?
I'd like to see that
Yes.
essay.
Here you go.
It appears to be an essay about insanity, but the handwriting is so awful I can barely make it out. Just as well. I don't have time to read all this stuff. This handwriting makes my eyes water, but I think it's an essay about insanity. I don't think it's important. Here you go.
Always glad.
Mr.
She would say,
I'm afraid I'm a little short.
fair enough.
I'd like to see.
Here you go.
Welcome.
I don't think he'll miss this.
Man, I love
Here you go.
space.
Always glad to share.
And look, I just
wanted to go
won.
to space.
Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I didn't get to say it yesterday. I'm gonna do this.
Oh, so yeah, we just stole a paperclip from a homeless man who's also dead.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's dead, so he's no longer
Easy.
homeless.
What's that noise?
I mean, no, actually, he's kind
how
of
it works.
displaced. Somehow he is a ghost that's been displaced.
There's nothing in here.
Look, metaphysics is difficult.
That's weird. There's a strange glow coming from inside.
There's fucking ghosts in the oven.
Hello? Is someone in there?
She comes, she comes.
I hate ghost pie.
Who are you?
Part of a whole. Left beyond. Safe here. Leave me.
Hello,
I'm talking to an oven.
Mr.
A
Obama.
sound idea. I'm sure it made more sense than most people I know. So this is the kitchen.
Anything?
Such a bare and emotionless place. Not even a bottle of ketchup.
Then perish.
Yes.
Are you the Countess?
Countess, one of my names. Yes. I no longer live, but part of me remains. Leave me.
I do like the sound engineering on this bit.
My
Leave them.
hand goes right through it.
No. I will survive here and save fire. Leave me.
Ah, Dark Souls.
Well, see ya. Mr. Gould,
She returned. Say,
I'm afraid.
fair enough.
Does something about that oven look strange to you?
Nothing about my life has ever made sense. Why should an oven be any different?
You want a cigarette?
Yes, I want to.
I'll talk to you later.
Sure. The
Hello, you're Joseph
I believe you have the better of me, Miss
Blackwell. Rosangela Blackwell.
Blackwell, huh? I might have known.
You met my auntie.
Your auntie, yes. I do see a slight resemblance. I did warn her to leave well
Oh,
enough
God.
alone, but she was
He
determined.
has that
Let's hope that
old
you can do some
southern
good.
drawl.
I hate
Yeah.
it. I hate it so
I
much.
hate it
What are you
so
doing?
much.
We are echoes, leftovers, if you will. We were
You're
linked to
all
the
just
Countess when we
racist.
were alive. When we died, part of ourselves got trapped here.
So you're not a ghost?
Not fully. I'm not sure what I am. I remember living, I remember dying, but I don't feel like Joseph Mitchell. All I know is that when I thought of death, an eternity with Joe Gould was the last thing on my mind.
What is your connection to the Countess?
Great.
I
They're
don't know. I never met the
photocopies
woman.
of.
Joe Gould was
They're
the one who knew her.
photocopies of
He had a
dead
special
people.
bond with her, apparently, but somehow he passed it on to me when he died. Next thing I knew, I was murdering people by writing about them. There was no choice. I had to stop writing.
I studied some of your work.
Yo,
in
why is
journalism
Bernie
school.
Sanders?
Now that's just foolish. I was a relic even before I died. The city I wrote about has long since evolved and changed into something
Like,
clever.
here to unionize
That's
the
New York
ghost?
City, isn't it? Wouldn't be New York if it stayed the same year to year.
Let me sell you on New York.
I'm sorry you had to
Ask about
stop
Charles
writing.
Meltzer.
So am I. But
I'm
what
gonna
else
go
could
through
I
all
do?
these dialogue
Innocent
options. You
people
can't
die?
stop me, bitch.
No,
I wanna
don't
know the
regret choice I
lore.
made. Not for
Well,
one moment.
suck it up, Buttercup.
Charles
Did you know
Meltzer
Charles
lore.
Meltzer?
Yes, I did. He worked at the New Yorker back in the late 70s. He would come into my office and ask about the old days, and I was happy to tell him. I knew he would never cut it as a reporter, but he had a very keen, analytical mind. I almost forgot all about him, but it appeared a link formed between us, nonetheless. When I died, my connection to the Countess passed on to him.
It's a viral.
Charles Meltzer is using the Countess to kill people.
By accident?
No, on purpose. He sent her after me.
Now, that's a shame. I'm aware that through my actions I killed a few people, but I could forgive myself for it, since I was unaware of what I was doing. But many times I thought to myself, I have a weapon. It's untraceable. Nobody knows about it. I could use it, but I did not. I was tempted, but I did not. Not once. You have to stop Charles. Break this link. Destroy this place. No more innocents should have to die.
How do I break this link?
I wish I knew. I'm afraid all this is a bit beyond me.
Why did you write about Joe Gould?
He's a fascinating man. Intolerable company, but fascinating. He exemplified everything about New York at the time. Its artistic expression, its frustration, its joy and heartbreak. His oral history, or the idea of it, energized the work of dozens of writers and intellectuals. But the more I got to know him, the less I wanted to be around him.
Kinda sucks.
Yeah.
Gould has left the room.
I see. Thank you for that.
Have you reconsidered giving him a cigarette?
I suppose I have been a little hard on the man. Here, I don't smoke anymore anyway. Give him the whole pack.
Thanks for talking.
Thank you, Miss Blackwell.
Man, I hate being both a loser as a ghost and a loser in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Owned not just once, but twice.
Joseph Mitchell wanted you to have this.
Ah, nice contribution to the Joe Gould Fund.
Mr. Gould,
She returned. Say,
I'm afraid.
fair enough.
Liking your cigarette?
It's delightful. Here, feel.
Thanks, but I don't
Wait,
smoke.
can
You
she
might as well
smoke
keep it when
those
a man is
cigarettes?
rich.
Yes.
I can afford to be generous.
Hell yeah!
I'll talk to you later.
Sure, sure, sure.
Y'all ready to be cool?
Didn't she smoke in the first game?
No, that was the second game, and that was
It's
her
burning,
aunt.
but it's not getting any shorter.
I
If
see.
I was a smoker, I'd be in heaven.
I don't pay attention.
You've played these before.
Is this warm enough?
I've played a lot of games in my life.
I don't believe you.
That sounds ominous.
It's the only game I could really tell you anything about is Dark Souls and Resident Evil 4.
I can't explain it, but I have the feeling that my time in this place is ending.
I'm breaking the link. It'll all be over
Information
soon.
about all
Over.
other
Yes.
games just
I
flies
can't
out
say
of my
that I
skull.
ever understood
I
anything.
remember everything
but
about
I
everything.
do know one thing. Gould was right.
Except
We
when
are
I correct you on
Every single
Bloodborne
person on the
things.
planet.
Mhm.
It's
Fuck
a
you.
pattern so complex that
You have
we
to
can't
look
even
up a
begin to
guide to
understand
prove
it.
me right.
So don't try to understand it.
Fuck you.
Gould tried, and he lived a miserable life. Just live and be happy in living. Anyhow, you best get gone. You got a job to finish.
I don't even remember what I was right about, but I know that the streams have them and have kept them forever.
I'm gonna leave this
The only
building.
time in my life I was
This
ever
place
right.
is starting to
anything.
fade.
That's good, right? Once this place is gone, the link is gone too. The killing will stop.
This means something to you, the killing.
She killed
Why is
someone
there
right in
a
front
Ren
of me.
Fair
I want to stop
cosplayer
that
here?
from happening again.
Imagine
She's
that.
a spooky
Genuine
ghost god.
heart. Your predecessor was not graced with such
Ren
compassion.
Fair cosplayer.
Predecessor? Do you mean Lauren? My auntie Lauren?
We should not stay here. This place will soon cease to be. Come.
Yes, instant transmission.
And her aunt did literally kill somebody.
It's broken. The bond is broken.
I mean, it happens.
I'm free.
Way to go, Red.
My head. I understand everything.
Everything?
I hurt people.
Yes, that was you. But look, whatever happened, it's done. You can't do anything about it now. It's time for you to move on.
No, this should not have happened. He will not kill again.
And yeah, the bond's been broken. He can't kill again.
Mm-hmm.
It's about time
Gonna
you got
become a
back
ghost
here.
of vengeance.
What did you guys do?
I did it, Joey.
Alright,
I
she
broke
needs
the
to
bond.
find a moto
Yeah,
stunt
you
person
broke it
and
all
bond
right.
with
Our
them.
friend just blew.
Or become Ghost
She did
Rider.
not enter
Yeah.
the light.
No.
Oh, that is a problem. She has free will and is loose in the world. With the power she has, who knows what damage she can cause.
Great, just great.
You
I
didn't
don't
think
know
of
who
this
you
ahead
are,
of
lady, and I don't care. But just
Who
leave
thinks
the
about
spook work
ghosts
to us,
ahead
okay?
of time?
I have little choice
Why
in the
couldn't
matter.
you just
I
shut
am
the
bound
door
to
like
this
Satan
plane.
did?
What happens next is up to you.
You
Don't
think any of
I've
these?
forgotten about Satan game?
You think either of these two people are strong enough to rival a Satan?
Maybe?
I mean,
Little
there
dizzy.
was the Satan
Careful,
in the
kid,
first
you've never
game.
been under for that long.
At least I'm alive.
Yeah, everything's peachy.
We
Never
beat the
forgotten
Satan
about
through a
it.
shher
She
loophole.
doesn't have to kill anymore.
You want to tell her
That's
that?
still a
Who
victory.
would she want to kill
But
anyway?
we're not stronger
I
than
think
him.
she's
That's the
going to kill
thing.
Charlie Meltzer.
Oh, him. The guy who wants me dead.
Yeah, ironic
Say
as all
that,
get
but
out.
Satan
We'll
would
sort it out
commend
later.
us for beating
get
him
going.
with the shitty loophole.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying we are not
All right, I'm
physically
coming.
stronger than a Satan.
You don't have to be physically stronger, you have to be ghostly stronger.
Or you just have to be better at it and play the fiddle.
We're not ghostly
Stronger.
stronger than a Satan.
The door's open.
Satan's
Just
not
can't be
even a
good.
ghost, so you already have that
Oh,
on it.
no.
Oh,
Just a game.
piss. We fucked it.
Go.
You stay back.
Paul, what happened?
Charles, something took him. I've never seen anything like it.
What happened?
The roof. She took him to the roof.
Go to the
Let's
roof.
go. There was a stairway down the hall.
Did Charles really kill people?
Yes. I'm sorry.
I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know.
Nah.
Give me
Oh,
one
later, Tyrion.
reason why I should spare you.
Please, I'm not a killer. I had no idea you were real.
I am as real as death.
I thought it was just wishful thinking.
I'm as
And just
real
what
as
are you
death.
wishing for now, false
I
guide?
do love how hard her voice actress is
Hey,
fucking
Don't
trying.
interfere. For
I
over
know.
50 years I've been a slave to false guides, but none have been
No
more
guides or
corrupt
masters.
and pitiful than this one.
Haven't you killed enough?
I was just a tool. This man is the hand that wielded it. He used it against you. You want to spare his life? I have killed countless innocents and my hands are stained with their blood. If I must kill, let it be one who deserves it.
Hamming it the hell up.
Die.
Oh, I guess it's raining now.
What you sow.
Hell yeah. Ghost
Please.
rain. Rain and ghosts.
I think I found something of yours.
What? What is that?
Give her
It's a part of you.
the old
isn't it?
spicy cig.
It was torn from me so long ago.
Here, take it.
I cannot. I am not the same person I once was.
Hey, we've all changed, and sometimes we just have to accept it. Now, why don't you take a hold of this and we can finish it?
You are the most guilty of all.
What?
What?
You know what you did.
Hey, get off! What are you talking about?
My death.
That was self-defense.
You must be held accountable.
Now you've done it. You might have had it bad before, but now you're on my turf.
Something is different about you. You're wrong. Everything about you is wrong.
You don't know.
Oops. Just gonna steal Joey's tie.
Ghost time.
Ghost time.
Oof. Gotcha. Joey?
Fishing with a tie.
working.
Of course it's not. She's too strong for you. What do you think you're doing?
Trying to save your butt. I'm
Game, let me. God damn it. These fucking controls are maybe not the greatest.
I'm surprised they don't have like a button hotkey for that.
There probably is, but I don't fucking know it.
Gotcha again.
Back off, kid. Get away from her.
When she just rears back to you.
No, that's
Crap.
not what I meant to happen. Wake up, Red. Damn
So
it, wake
spicy.
This place. The light. I remember.
Just head towards it.
I went through once, and I was dragged back. It hurt. It hurt so much.
The link brought you back, but it's gone now. You understand? You're free. You don't have to hurt anyone anymore.
My mind is so broken. But here, everything is so clear. That man, Meltzer, he lives?
Yes, we stopped you before you could kill him.
Is that justice? I wonder. He is a murderer. He will find ways to kill again. But you are right. It is no longer my concern.
What do you mean?
Yeah, but those ways of killing are much less
Help
efficient.
the lost spirits of the
Yeah.
world. Let nothing deter you. This work is more important than you will ever know. Goodbye. and
Yeah, why has everybody gotta be so goddamn cryptic?
Is there some kind of NDA that you get
Wake
forced
up,
to sign
will
when you
Wake
die?
Up.
No.
You just become a
I'm
poet.
not spending 20
Just
years
all
over
mediums
another
are dramatic
hospital
as
bed.
hell.
I'm not. Get up or I'll kill you, you hear? Thank God. You okay?
Fine. She's gone.
Gone?
You
sure?
You might want to get inside
Yeah,
before you get
she
some
went through the light.
pneumonia.
She's gone.
Good.
That's
And I just
fine.
got one question for you. What the hell were you thinking? I thought you were... Never mind what I thought. That was really stupid.
Yeah, stupid. I only saved your life.
I don't have a life to save. You only risked your own.
Joey, I'm soaking wet. And Charles needs an ambulance. If I'm getting a lecture, I'll listen to it at home.
This isn't over.
They're just gonna leave him on the rooftop.
Look.
No, this is crazy.
It's the only way.
Why change what isn't
It's
broken?
fine. They've got
But it
plausible
is. We can't keep
deniability.
blundering
They
around
called
like we
the
have.
911.
We stopped a killer ghost today. I wouldn't call that blundering.
It was pure luck. We just happened to run into her while doing something else.
So?
So think of what we could accomplish if people knew about us. People should seek us out, not the other way around.
What
That's
do you
right,
wanna
they're
do?
gonna
Put
start
up a
fucking
billboard in Times
advertising.
Square?
No, we've got a special place
Makes sense.
nowadays. A place where you can talk about all sorts of crazy things and it's accepted as normal.
What's that?
Later.
The internet.
What, that computer box? No way.
I'm going
Look,
to
I've trusted you
hire
so
someone
far,
on
right?
the internet to
Yeah, I
exercise my
guess.
ghosts.
Then trust
Honey, that
me,
literally
just
happens all
this
the fucking
once.
time.
I'm going
If
to
we
do
end up
it.
in a padded room, I'm going to
You
make
say
your
it
life
like
living
it's
hell.
exceptional and
You know
weird,
that.
but people do it all the
Sure.
time because they're
Come
dumb
on,
as shit.
pull up a chair.
I will
Long
give
Island
them
Medium is a TV
exactly
show.
$5.
Long Island Medium is a TV show that exists.
Yeah.
It's currently airing. And this is proven to be a universe where this kind of magic shit is real and effective.
Yeah.
So, are you ready for like a massive change in art style going into the next game?
Yes.
Because we're getting one.
Yeah.
Next is game 4, right?
Mm-hmm. Also, please enjoy this fucking song.
No, the phone. Fuck you.
This sounds like some Evangelion.
Evangelion.
No. This. the way it is
Evanescence
like-
is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the word.
I am so sorry.
Words are hard, okay?
Wake Carnival up. Wake him up inside.
Can't wake up.
Wake him up. Save him.
And also, the next game we finally get a smartphone.
Powerful.
He uses that same picture every time.
He's really proud of that hat.
He's only taken the one, ever.
Okay, he did take a second one.
Two pictures.
Marcus, step up your game.
Like, I don't hate the song, but it just feels really out of place.
Marcus,
Yeah.
thank you for the second picture. Oh no.
Nice. Subtle.
How that hat does you no favor.
I can also see into forever, but that's for personal reasons.
Mm-hmm.
See a doctor about that.
I'm going to! I'm just waiting for their sorry ass to call me. Yeah, since we got a
good to get.
Hmm?
I was saying it feels good to get into a good Wajidai game after Resonance.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna make an executive decision, and we're not doing Gemini
The link
Runex
is
given the
gone,
month.
but I still remain.
Yeah.
How long
We're
have
gonna
I
do that
been
game
here?
that someone was
Trapped
kind enough to buy for
between
me.
worlds.
Yeah.
The others did not help me. Perhaps
And what
this
game
new
is
one
that?
will.
Unavowed,
She is just
Unavowed?
I
beginning
think?
to
Yeah.
come into her
Ah.
power. I just hope she is
It's
strong
time
enough
to
when
be
the time
a
comes.
wizard.
Also, hey, look, more cryptic shit. Ah, it just fucking closes the game!
Yeah, fuck you.